let's take a look at the Draftkings all-day NHL slate. This is the 12:30 lock. It has all four games on it. And so if we're looking at all four games, Winnipeg has the highest targetability. They're home against Colorado. And they have actually a significantly higher targetability score than every other team on the slate, largely because Georgiev is the worst goalie of these 8 teams. He's been the worst goalie all season of these 8 goalies, and he's been by far the worst over the last 2 weeks. So Winnipeg's offense, although a little hit or miss, they're in a good spot in this series, particularly tonight. So I'm probably going to start with Winnipeg 1. After that, we're looking at Vancouver 1 against Nashville, Florida 1 against Tampa, and then just below that we have the Rangers at home against the Capitals. So I'm going to be starting with Winnipeg most likely for tonight's slate. As far as goalies go, no one really stands out as particularly good or particularly bad. I think Demko is probably my favorite if I can play any goalie I want. I think 7,900 for Thatcher Demko. Even though he just came back recently, so these numbers are from an incredibly small sample size. He was great before that. He's been great all season. Vancouver, slight favorite over Nashville. He's sub 8K. I'd rather play him than Hellebuck, for example, for $100 more. But Hellebuck probably does give you higher upside going against Colorado and their extremely potent offense. So I think if you're not playing any Av skaters, Hellebuck makes some sense in tournaments. These first 2 games, there's not a whole lot interesting on any aspect, except maybe some shot blocking defensemen. So when we're looking at Money Puck, and I'm looking for combinations of teams that get their shots blocked a lot and teams that block a lot of shots, on a regular season slate with like 12 games, maybe I can find a team down here or a team on this side that gets their shot blocked and a team up here that makes it like a prime shot blocking opportunity. We don't really have any of that in the playoffs here, at least not much of it. But we do have Florida on the slate, who gets their shots blocked at the highest rate in the league. And even though Tampa is, where are the Lightning? Right there. They're slightly below average in shot blocking just because of the matchup. It boosts them up a little bit. So I'm looking for cheap Tampa shot blockers like Perbix and Lilleberg. And then Washington, they're an above average shot blocking team. They're playing the Rangers, who are essentially average at getting their shots blocked. So again, it makes it a slightly positive matchup for the Capital shot blockers. And Feyervari's been playing a lot and blocking a lot of shots, so he makes my cheap shot blocking defenseman list for the Capitals. Outside of those 2 spots, there's not a whole lot that stands out from a shot blocking perspective. So I'm looking for, I think Feyervari's probably my favorite. If I have that 3K, if I have to save a couple hundred more, then I'll go to one of the Tampa guys. I'm also thinking ideally I only play one of them, and then my other defenseman comes from one of my stacks. So here are the top 4 teams in order of targetability. Again, Winnipeg 1, and then Vancouver, Florida, and Rangers, so all the home teams today look like they're going to be in better spots. The nice thing about playing Winnipeg and Vancouver is they're not super expensive. So you can get like Scheifele, Connor, and Velarde, top line and top power play correlated from Winnipeg. For Vancouver, you can get Miller and Besser, their top line, top power play. And if you want to save money, I believe Suter's been playing on the top line for really cheap. Or you can throw in Quinn Hughes as a defenseman with power play correlation. So I think starting with Winnipeg and then filling in with whatever I can fit after that. None of these goalies are confirmed, although I do think they're all likely to start. But if we get any changes, then I will update this, and it could affect the targetability scores. Okay, good luck tonight, everybody.